Ashentrath, since the hashtag ad is over, can we talk about the fact that basic crafting materials, that's the basic of the base building and crafting, are just non-existent and needs to be addressed ASAP? For me, that was the nail in the coffin for now. Ashentrath, well, first of all, if you're saying since the ad is over, can we talk about the fact that clay was nearly non-existent? I like to think I was mentioning that regularly throughout the stream. I don't really try to save anything until after the ad. Yeah. The only thing I want to save until after the ad is like the guy wanted to discuss other games. Discussing other games than the one I'm sponsored to play is generally something I try to avoid. Obviously. They paid me a lot of money to put their game on, so I don't want to, you know. Anyway, but that being said, no, I think I tried to make it very clear during that, and I very much hope the devs were watching, that let me put it this way. The devs of PAX Day just paid me to play their game for 2 hours. I basically spent those 2 hours running around the same area looking for one starting piece of material that I found 3 times the entire time I was streaming. And keep in mind, I was bitching about that the entire stream. Okay. If someone at that dev team can't watch that and be like, I feel like that stream would have gone better if Cohh would have had more clay. If someone doesn't do that there and then like connect the dots back to maybe we should put more clay in the game, we can't help them at that point. Like there's nothing we can do at that point. At that point, they're not putting the clay in the game for reasons that we don't know. Maybe they made a bet or lost a bet or made a deal or being paid off to not put clay in the game. We don't know. But at that point, it's not us. And there's nothing we'll be able to do about it. So, yeah. That was the fact, like that I have to admit, that was kind of rough. That was kind of rough. It was like I did really want to progress and show as much of the game as I could, but like I was just not able to. The game was not allowing it. Yeah. I'm not saying you didn't address it, Cohh. It just seems like a massive oversight right before an early access launch that you can't find basic resources. I completely agree. I was trying to pass along that message during the stream. I completely agree with you. I was even suggesting ideas. I was like, maybe you guys could put in clay nodes. Huh? Quotas for each player? Huh? Something? Please? Please? I beg of you? Also, I will say this. I obviously didn't focus on it. But I saw many of you caught on when I went to fight those boars and immediately realized that combat was not an option for me. I really wanted to go around and like do dungeons and fight stuff, but then I fought those boars and I was like, yeah, this is not, the server's not, I can't do this. Like I can't. So that was the only thing really unfortunate about the stream. I started being like, I want to construct. Let's show the construction stuff. And then I spent like an hour looking for clay. And then I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. Let me show off the combat system. And then I went to show off the combat system and it was too laggy to show off the combat system. So then it's like, what do I do? Like I want to do. I don't know. Yeah. I hope they get everything set up for early access though. I mean I have a lot of faith in that game. I think it could be really cool, but I will say that there's certainly another thing. And you know, I'm not going to say this. I'm going to say this because I have to say it. And it's one of those things where it's like, I have to say it because I don't feel comfortable not saying it. And I have to say it because I hate to say it, but I think this is going to be a major issue. I saw this, and I think it's going to be a major issue. I think the fact that they're charging for Founders Packs and they haven't yet decided on a monthly fee, I think that if they actually decide on a monthly fee, and try to charge people that at 1.0, and then they point back to now and say, no, look in the fine print, it said you weren't actually buying the game, I think that's going to get them in a lot of trouble. I think they're going to get Wayfindered. I think that's what's going to happen. I think the exact same thing that happened to Wayfinder is going to happen to this game. I think that a huge majority of the people who bought founder packs went, what? I thought I was buying the game. You want me to pay a monthly fee? Nope, refund. And I think the devs are going to go, no, it's too late to refund. Because it will be. It'll be months or years later. And it's going to be a really, really bad situation. What happened to Wayfinder? Wayfinder sold itself as an online multiplayer game. And then after the company that runs Warframe pulled out of Wayfinder and said, we no longer think you're going to be successful, we're not going to publish you anymore, Wayfinder changed into a single player game and refused to refund people who bought it as a multiplayer game. So it's like, that's false advertising. That's false advertising. You sold the game as a multiplayer online game, and you are delivering a single player RPG. So, I mean, how could you legally not offer refunds? You know, like that's, but the weird thing there is like that plays into, like, legally, is an early access product a product? Does what a dev promised the consumer override the fact that they're buying an actual product? Oh, Garrick says that actually isn't accurate. And for the record, before I read this next part, I do want to keep in mind that I did make the split between Airship Syndicate and Digital Extremes seem simple. It's not, obviously. No time a publisher brings in a game dev company to make a game and then fires them later. None of that is going to be clean. So I did make it sound very simple. There's nothing simple or clean about that. It was a messy, horrible, terrible situation, just to be clear. But to answer what he said, that actually isn't accurate. DE canned their entire publishing department out of nowhere. So wait. Digital Extremes fired their publishing department, and that see, I'm gonna have to be careful here because that's the first time I've heard that. So I don't know if that's accurate. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that more before I talk about that. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. If the person who said that, if you wouldn't mind linking a source, I would really appreciate it. Like where you saw that, that'd be great. How is Wayfinder now? Apparently Wayfinder now is arguably in a better place. I mean, I've had some friends who have played Wayfinder as 1.0, and they've said honestly it feels a lot better. They've said it feels a lot better. So there was I was watching one person right when the Wayfinder single player went out, and one of the interesting things he was talking about is he wondered if Wayfinder was always meant to be the kind of game it is now, and that Digital Extremes was pulling it to be the multiplayer game. And that when DE disappeared, they were like, okay, we're going to make the game we wanted to. And we're not going to make it multiplayer anymore since DE is no longer here and they're not giving us money. And we're just going to make the game we wanted to. So that's, that's the thing. Dudo says, Cohh literally tried to defend the shitty company that he does ads for. What? Which one? Digital Extremes? What are you talking about? Digital Extremes is great. I love them. None of the companies I'm talking about I don't like. What are you talking about? Dude, companies can screw up and do things that aren't great and still be good companies. People make mistakes. Yeah, they shut down the publishing company and you tried to blame it on the Wayfinder devs. I didn't blame it on anyone. I said the whole situation is shitty and horrible. Is that what you're talking about? And if it's true that Digital Extremes shut down the publishing company and that's why the Wayfinder devs went down, that's even worse. That's even more confusing. Like, that would make it even more dirty. Like, that's even less clean. No, you said they fired them because they didn't believe in them. Oh, yes. No. To be fair, I did hear. In fact, just a minute ago when I heard Digital Extremes shut down their publishing company, that was news to me. I actually heard that Digital Extremes dropped Wayfinder because they lost faith in the product. That's what I heard. That's absolutely what I heard. That doesn't mean the Wayfinder devs suck. That doesn't mean Digital Extremes sucks. That means it's a business decision and they lost faith in their business decision. I played Wayfinder, and as I told them, I wasn't impressed. At the end of my Wayfinder sponsored stream, I was like, this game needs a lot of work, and it's doing some confusing things, and I didn't play it again. So, like, I can still like the Wayfinder devs. The game had some serious issues. Some very serious issues. And apparently DE felt the same way. Yeah. But again, that doesn't mean the devs are bad. That doesn't mean anyone's bad in the situation. It just sucks. Going back to what I said at the beginning. It's just dirty, messy, and it sucks. Yeah. That's where we are. That guy lived and came back up. Did you see Bloodborne Cart came out 2 days ago on Steam? I did. The game is amazing. Okay. Hold on. I have a song stuck in my head that's not helping. Here we go. Oh, this was the PC Gamer article. Warframe developer Axis Publishing Division will transition full control of online action RPG Wayfinder to its developer. Digital Extremes, and this was from November of last year. Digital Extremes has laid off a, quote, a number. They quoted a number in English, okay, of employees and closed its external projects division. We can confirm we have made the difficult decision to cease operations of our external project division. And we had to say goodbye to a number of hardworking and highly valuable team members as a result. And we're working with Airship to transition full control of Wayfinder to them in the coming months. Okay. So, from the sounds of it, publicly it was pretty good. Kind of vague, but I mean, yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Manure Truck says, a lot of streamers just ban gotcha Andes, but Cohh patiently explains why they're wrong instead. Well, I mean, in some cases, in this case, is like, well, this is a kind of a unique case. Because that guy is absolutely right. And what he said is absolute, and that article, and what that article says is absolutely valid. Yes. Doesn't necessarily mean that's all that was going on, but 100%, it does look like publicly that is exactly what happened, and we're good. But that really sucks. I will say, I was not aware that they shut down like all of their what was there any other external publishing that they were doing outside of that, or was that it? Just Wayfinder. Damn. Did they start up their external publishing company for Wayfinder? Uh-oh. Because if so, that's really awkward. It's like, we started an external publishing company so we could publish this new game. And then like a year later, and now we're closing it all down. Good luck, game. Wait. That can't be right. Hey, Wasted Hobo. Whoa. Dude, I haven't seen a 10,000 cheer for a long time. Thanks, man. Wow. Really appreciate that. He says good vibes. Thanks, dude. Very, very nice of you. I appreciate it. Beer Cans, still haven't played this. Is it worth it? Elden Ring? That's okay. All right, way to kill some time. Are we still following the road? We are. All right. Ashes of Creation will save us. I hope so, dude. I've been following Ashes since what, Kickstarter? Or whatever I backed it on 15 years ago. Hmm. How's Ashes going? It's actually going pretty well. The Ashes devs are pretty good about keeping the community up to date on what they're doing. They're frequently showing new things. It's taken a long time, but I mean, MMOs are hard. Game dev is hard. MMOs are harder. So, I mean, we'll wait as long as it takes, but hopefully it'll get here one day. Mm-hmm. I've been playing since the start of Wayfinder. I can confirm that where it is now, I'll bet the situation sucks, but the game is much better than it was. Has a good amount of content and a much better progression system, etc. Awesome, dude. That's great news. Have I beaten Moog? No. Nope. I tried Moog a few times and realized that although I could absolutely beat him if I kept throwing myself at him, that this is a run specifically where I'm trying not to die a lot, so I decided to break out and prepare a little bit better. Unfortunately, Moog is kind of an anti-us. He's resistant to fire, is our primary attribute. He has very wide, big hits, which means our shield is almost always hit if we don't dodge, and when he does hit us, it takes a huge amount of stamina away, so we can't really block him effectively. So our giant... Our fire-based AC build that uses a shield is going up against a shield-resistant enemy. It's fire-resistant that can tear through our physical stuff. Cool. Great. Anyway, he's hard. He's very hard. Yes. My turn. Okay. Go. I love how they made this directional. If you're over here, really far away from it, you can't hear it. Unless you look at it. Like, I love that about it. It only makes sounds if you're looking at it. So if you're ever wondering where it comes from, you always just know to look at it. Like, that's so cool. I really, that's a very cool effect. One of the only mobs in the game that works that way. Yeah, very good sound design. Makes finding them really easy, too. When you know what to listen for. Nope. Where's the map here? Dang. Is Cohh using the tier when fighting Moog? I was. Yeah, the one that makes me immune to his second phase. Yeah, here, I'll show you guys here in a second. The Godric rune is very good. You may want to try it. What? What do you mean? I think I'm using the Godric rune, bro. Have I done the Millicent quest yet? No, but I think we're going to pretty soon. We got to go over to the Poison Castle area and do all that. There's a big old bird boss here, isn't there? I remember this guy. Come on, Burb. Show me what you got, bruh. Oleg, get him! Oleg. Is Oleg dead? Gargoyle's Black Blades.
Applause, please.
Oh. Interesting. You can't one-hand this, can we? What? Kind of wild. Kind of cool. Go back to where we were. Okay. You can build 2 of those things? Okay. Okay. Oh, cool, Julia. Hold on. I gotta see these. Hold up, chat. Oh, man. The new Elden Ring emotes are coming. Do we have a Finger Maiden Gary Kuhn? Oh, my God. Dude, I love the Blythe Pog. Those are so good. Turtle Pope Bray! Oh, yes! Turtle Pope! These are so good, Julia. These are so good. I love them. She's making more, too. That's just the one she's done so far. I think we got 5 more coming. But yeah, look, they look amazing, Julia. Awesome work. Or maybe a couple more. I'm not sure how many more. But, yeah. however many more Julia chooses to bless us with. Mm-hmm. Hi, Gam Gam. How you doing?
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the Erdtree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the Fingers.
That's really interesting. Who is our girl working for? Like, if she is, that starting to makes a lot more sense when we consider like the eye tattoo, the fact that she very much could be somebody who she's not. She may not even be a maiden. She could have just co-opted one. The glom, yeah, the what is it, glomide queen or glome? I think it is glomide queen, gloomide queen. She tells you she isn't a maiden. Yeah. She tells you that she can fulfill the role of maiden. Yep. And thus it begins, chat. The pumping of the faith. The pumping of the faith. He's working for the Tojo clan.
Nani?
Kevo says, theoretically, she is the Glome-Eyed Queen. She is a creation of Ranni from Fragment of Death Rune and her essence. That's why she also enters and exits the same way. And it would also, that also would tie into the fact that both Ranni and her have diametrically opposite closed eyes that have glyphs on them. Also the fact that her eye that in the closed eye is a completely different color and more reminiscent of like arcane with a purple hue. It could just also be that frickin' Ranni took a puppet from Saluvius. Like maybe this is just some weird puppet-ish going on with her. And Ronnie's just controlling her. Maybe it's Ranni the whole time. I don't know. She. Anyway. Woo! That's accurate. Okay. Do I know when the ER lore streams are going to be? Not yet. No, I do not yet. Talk. Oh, wait, can we talk to her here? Hold on. Okay, we can't talk to her here. Okay, we can't talk to her here. Now we'll go check that one up the hill. Yeah, I forgot to touch the grace. I forgot to reach out and... Reach out, touch space. Okay. Red, I absolutely was going to put that on YouTube because I was going to do a lot of discussion about my thoughts on it and stuff during it too. So, yeah. You already burned the Erdtree? No. Yo, Joe the Nerd Dad just redeemed a giant sub bomb on /Co. All right, let's make it happen. Hold on. Gotta make it happen, chat. A bunch of y'all getting some caddy points. Boop, 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 boop. There she blows. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you, Jerk.
Good show.
Thanks for being here, dude. Today is my birthday, so I'm gonna do a thing, he says. Well, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, dude. That's awesome. Big happy birthday. Did Cohh not like the Dex Faith run as much? I did like it. I am enjoying it, but I wanted to do something differently, so I came to do this. And I'm actually going to go back to the Dex Faith run after we're done with this one, and we're going to turn it into a Dex Arcane.